Maybe no one has told you this, but chasing prosperity is one of the quickest ways to keep it at bay. Strange, isn't it? While many believe that abundance only appears through exhaustive effort or luck, the truth is that the law of attraction obeys a completely different logic. It responds to vibration. And when your internal frequency changes, prosperity doesn't just come, it runs to you. Think for a moment. How many times have you worked hard, done everything, yet it still felt like money was slipping through your fingers? This frustration stems from a misalignment between thoughts, emotions, and reality. It's like trying to tune a radio station by turning the wrong knob. No matter how much you want to listen to music, you'll only hear noise. Now, imagine if there were a way to turn this around. A way where you no longer have to fight the bills, but instead let abundance flow naturally. It seems counterintuitive, but that's exactly what happens when you discover the right vibrational state. Gratitude, trust, worthiness, and joy aren't just fancy words. They're passwords to transformation. And the most impressive thing is that when you adjust your energy, the results can be rapid. Opportunities appear, the right people come your way, and even old problems seem to dissolve. What once seemed unattainable begins to manifest almost like a gift from the universe. And the question remains, are you ready to vibrate differently and let prosperity flow to you? Many people still believe that prosperity depends on luck, as if it were a winning lottery ticket that only a few receive. But the truth is that it all comes down to a person's vibration frequency. The law of attraction doesn't respond to desperate effort, but to the resonance of the energy each person emits. When thoughts and emotions are aligned with abundance, reality begins to take shape in an almost magical way. It's as if the universe had a radio station. Whoever tunes in correctly hears the music of prosperity. Now, remember something. If someone keeps repeating phrases like money is hard to come by or everything is expensive, they're sending signals of scarcity into the energy field. And, of course, the universe responds with more experiences that confirm this belief. Conversely, those who cultivate a positive mindset, even in the face of challenges, open space for new opportunities to flow. It's like tending a garden. There's no point in pushing the plant to grow, but rather nourishing the soil with patience and the energy to expand. A simple example. Think of someone who's always complaining about work. This person tends to attract more demanding bosses, difficult colleagues, and doors that close. However, those who decide to change their vibration, practicing gratitude for the little things, begin to notice unexpected invitations, promotions, or even the chance to change careers. Inner power isn't brute force. It's alignment with the right frequency. Prosperity isn't a race, it's harmony. This is the part few understand. Prosperity isn't achieved through self-sabotage or internal pressure. It flourishes when individuals change their thoughts and emotions, adjusting the energy they emit daily. It's not about doing more, it's about being more, in tune with what they want to manifest. And when this adjustment happens, something curious begins to emerge in a person's financial life. It's common to see people chasing money as if it were a treasure hunt. They work tirelessly, accumulate stress, and still feel it's never enough. This movement stems from the frequency of scarcity. The more a person believes they lack it, the more they chase. The law of attraction works in reverse. Those who vibrate prosperity don't need to chase, because the energy of abundance creates opportunities that come to them. It's like a magnet that doesn't need to go out searching for the metal. It simply attracts it naturally. Those who vibrate scarcity despair when they see someone else prospering. Envy arises, the thought that he has it because I don't. This energy completely blocks the flow of manifestation. However, when someone aligns themselves with positivity and the certainty of deservingness, they begin to notice subtle signs of expansion. invitations to partnerships, creative ideas, or even an unexpected promotion. It's the resonance of the right mindset opening doors. A practical example: imagine two salespeople. The first approaches each customer as if it were his last chance to sell, conveying anxiety and applying excessive pressure. The result? He drives people away. The second, on the other hand, believes in abundance, speaks easily, listens, and creates connections. Naturally, he attracts more customers, closes more deals, and builds lasting prosperity. It's not blind effort, it's conscious vibration. This is where the big turning point lies: chasing tires, attracting liberates. Those who learn to cultivate gratitude and trust in their inner power begin to realize that they don't need to live at war with money. Prosperity flows when internal energy is at peace. And this peace, curiously, has a lot to do with how a person consistently feels, as we'll see in the next point. Prosperity doesn't begin outside, but within. What each person feels daily is like a secret code sent to the universe. Emotions like joy, confidence, and gratitude are keys that unlock invisible doors, while complaints, fear, and insecurity act as locks that keep opportunities at bay. It's the law of attraction responding not to spoken words, but to the vibration sustained by internal energy. Notice how this manifests itself in everyday life. Someone who wakes up already irritated, mentally replaying problems and debts, puts their body and mind in a heavy frequency. This tends to attract situations that confirm this reality: delays, arguments, unexpected events. On the other hand, when a person decides early in the morning to practice gratitude, visualize abundance, and adjust their mindset, they resonate with prosperity, creating a lighter and more receptive field. This pattern can be seen in any work environment. There are colleagues who always seem to be lucky. They receive praise, secure contracts, and gain a foothold. But it's not luck, it's alignment. These are people who carry within them a positivity that's contagious, and the world responds to that vibration. Those who live in self-sabotage, however competent, end up invisible because the energy they sustain doesn't open doors. This understanding is transformative. Prosperity is a reflection, not a cause. It's a consequence of what a person consistently feels. There's no point in fighting it, because energy doesn't lie. And precisely because it's a reflection, there's a practical way to shape this internal reality so that it creates surprising external effects. Many people believe that simply wanting more money will make it appear. But the truth is that the universe doesn't just respond to desire, it responds to vibration. It's like trying to tune a radio station. No matter how much you want to hear the right song, if you don't adjust the frequency, you'll hear noise. It's the same in financial reality. Thoughts of scarcity generate more lack, while alignment with abundance opens unexpected paths. It's easy to see this when someone says, "I want to prosper," but at the same time is afraid of losing what little they have. The real vibration this person emits is one of insecurity, and the universe understands this signal as a priority. As a result, life continues to bring experiences that reinforce this limitation. Those who cultivate emotions of confidence and worthiness create a powerful resonance, capable of attracting opportunities that weren't even on their radar. A good example is the entrepreneur starting a business. If they vibrate with anxiety and distrust, they tend to make hasty decisions which lead to losses. But if, even in the face of challenges, they maintain a positive mindset and energy focused on expansion, they attract investors, loyal customers, and even creative solutions that transform their path. The difference lies not in the effort itself, but in the vibrational quality that sustains it. Vibration, therefore, is like an invisible magnet that shapes financial reality at every moment. When someone adjusts their thoughts and emotions toward positivity, they begin to notice small synchronicities. An idea that appears at the right moment, a conversation that opens doors, an unexpected invitation, and, if you pay close attention, you'll also notice clear signs when you're still stuck in the frequency of scarcity. Few people realize it, but the way they talk about money reveals their current vibrational frequency. Constantly complaining about bills, prices, and the economy is a clear sign of scarcity. These words carry energy and reinforce the mindset of lack. It's as if each complaint is a reminder sent to the universe. Give me more reasons to feel needy. And indeed, that's what ends up happening in reality. Another very common sign is envy. When someone sees another's prosperity and feels discomfort instead of inspiration, they are emitting an energy of resistance. This type of emotion closes doors because it focuses on what's lacking within themselves, rather than celebrating the abundance available to everyone. Those who can feel gratitude for others' success naturally pave the way for their own expansion. Recurring thoughts of lack also reveal misalignment. If a person spends the day thinking, "It won't work," "I can never do it," or "This is impossible for me," they internally reinforce the resonance with scarcity. It's a cycle of self-sabotage that erodes self-confidence and prevents manifestation from happening. Inner energy needs to be adjusted for external results to change. Recognizing these signs is the first step toward transformation. Without awareness, people operate on autopilot, repeating patterns that drain energy and limit their reality. But when they begin to identify and correct these vibrations, they open the door to a much more powerful internal state, one that naturally activates abundance. Abundance doesn't manifest when there's haste, distrust, or fear. It arises from a specific vibrational state: gratitude, trust, worthiness, and joy. These four keys form a magnetic frequency capable of opening invisible doors. When a person vibrates gratitude, for example, they send a signal to the universe that they already possess something valuable, and this generates more reasons to be grateful. Trust is another essential pillar. Those who trust don't obsess over controlling every detail, but rather open themselves to the natural flow of life. This doesn't mean passivity, but rather alignment with the energy that everything happens in its own time. The universe responds to this inner certainty, bringing opportunities at the exact moment the person is ready to receive them. Deservingness, in turn, is a point of profound transformation. Many people don't attract prosperity because, deep down, they believe they're not worthy of it. They carry guilt, fears, or limiting beliefs inherited from childhood. But when they begin to affirm and feel that they are worthy of abundance, they create a powerful resonance that eliminates self-sabotage and opens space for manifestation and joy. That's an irresistible energy. When someone lives in expansion, laughing more, celebrating small victories, their vibrational field brightens. Joyful people attract better connections, unexpected opportunities, and a much more prosperous reality. And the best part, anyone can start cultivating this state right now with simple and accessible actions. Many people think that changing one's vibration is complicated, but in fact, there are simple practices that can be applied daily. One of them is the use of positive affirmations. By repeating phrases like, "I am worthy of abundance," or "prosperity flows to me easily," the mind is reprogrammed. It's like changing the mental station from thoughts of scarcity to a frequency of expansion and alignment. Another powerful technique is visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself living the reality you desire, feeling the emotions as if it were already real. If your goal is financial prosperity, visualize yourself paying bills with ease, investing in something you love, or even traveling without worrying about money. The brain doesn't distinguish between reality and imagination. And this practice creates vibrational resonance with the desired manifestation. Anticipatory gratitude is also transformative. Instead of being grateful only for what you already have, be grateful for what's still on the way. For example, I'm grateful for the prosperity that's coming. I'm grateful for the opportunities the universe is already placing in my path. This practice sends the universe a clear signal of trust and worthiness, accelerating the attraction process. The secret is consistency. There's no point in practicing once and expecting miracles. Just as an athlete trains daily to strengthen their muscles, those who desire prosperity need to train their mindset and emotions every day. And by maintaining this vibration, you naturally begin to protect yourself from energy-draining frequencies. There's no point cultivating gratitude and positivity if, at the same time, you're constantly fed energy-draining vibrations. Tragedy-filled news, negative conversations, and heavy environments act as anchors that drag your frequency down. The mind is like a garden. If you plant seeds of prosperity but water them with poison every day, the harvest will never be abundant. A simple example is excessively following newspapers that only talk about the crisis. People start the day with a feeling of fear and scarcity, and this emotion shapes their reality. An alternative is to better select information sources, seek out content that inspires expansion, and choose reading material that elevates their emotional state. Swapping half an hour of negative news for a good personal development book completely changes their vibe. Conversations also have a direct impact. Those who spend a lot of time listening to complaints, gossip, or pessimistic speeches end up absorbing that energy. It's like being around someone with the flu. If your immunity is low, you catch it. Therefore, it's essential to protect yourself by choosing who you share your energy with and learning to say no when necessary. Protecting your inner power is an act of merit. And let's not forget about environments. Cluttered, dark, or emotionally charged places directly affect thoughts and emotions. Small changes, like putting on upbeat music, opening windows, or even decorating the space with elements that symbolize prosperity, can raise the frequency. When a person protects themselves from these energy-sapping vibrations, the natural flow of abundance strengthens and begins to multiply in surprising ways. Abundance works like a continuous cycle. The more prosperity someone vibrates, the more prosperity they attract, and this movement expands effortlessly. It's similar to planting a fruit tree. At first, it requires attention, but once the fruits begin to bear, they multiply year after year. The same happens with thoughts and emotions. Once a person sustains gratitude and positivity, opportunities flow in a cascade effect. This can be seen in practice when someone decides to change their mindset about money. At first, it may seem like just a small transformation. Stop complaining, record daily achievements, be grateful for even the simplest things. But this alignment shifts vibrational resonance. Suddenly, creative ideas emerge, unexpected invitations, clients arrive out of the blue. It's the natural cycle of expansion taking place, and the more a person receives, the more reasons they have to be grateful. Gratitude, in turn, feeds back into the process, strengthening the energy of deservingness. It's like a wheel that spins faster and faster. The universe understands that this individual is ready to manifest abundance in different areas of life, not just financially, but also in relationships, health, and happiness. The curious thing is that once this cycle begins, it's difficult to go back. The mindset expands, inner power grows, and external reality follows suit. And it's at this point that a person discovers a simple and liberating secret. They don't need to chase prosperity because prosperity is the one that starts chasing them. The mind's biggest trap is believing that prosperity requires endless running, almost like a marathon with no finish line. But the truth is, when our vibration changes, so does reality. It's like turning a key in a door. On one side, exhausting effort and scarcity. On the other, natural flow and abundance. The law of attraction doesn't reward the most tired, but rather those most aligned with their inner energy. When a person understands this, they discover that they don't need to prove anything to anyone to manifest prosperity. The secret isn't in competition, but in tuning in to the right frequency. A high vibration attracts the right people, brilliant ideas and opportunities that seem to fall from the sky. Its resonance in action, transforming the lives of those who dare to believe in their own worth. Imagine someone who spent their entire life struggling with their bills, always believing it was difficult to prosper. One day, they decide to change. They begin practicing gratitude, visualizing abundance, and shielding their mind from negativity. Little by little, their reality transforms, and what was once a struggle becomes flow. What was once a lack becomes expansion. It's as if life responds. You finally understand the game. This is the message. You don't need to chase prosperity. It already exists, circulating as energy available to all. What determines whether it comes to you is the vibration you choose to sustain daily. And when this frequency shifts, prosperity rushes toward you with an irresistible force. And then, the next step is to learn to receive without fear, with complete trust in your inner power. So, after all you've learned, tell me, will you continue repeating the same patterns of scarcity, or will you choose to change your vibration? Prosperity isn't a privilege for the few. It's a consequence of the energy you cultivate. The question remains, what thoughts and emotions will you sustain from now on? Stop and reflect. Are you allowing self-sabotage to control your reality, or will you fully embrace your inner power to manifest the abundance you've always deserved? The decision is in your hands, and it starts with something simple, choosing a vibration of gratitude, trust, and worthiness. Imagine what your life would be like if you woke up tomorrow already feeling this shift. What would you do differently? What opportunities would you embrace without fear? What doors would you dare to open? Transformation begins within you, and only those who dare to shift their frequency experience the natural cycle of prosperity. And if you want to continue learning how to apply these teachings in practice, subscribe to the channel now and turn on notifications. Here you'll find new content that will expand your mindset and help you manifest abundance in all areas of your life. After all, prosperity is already knocking on your door. You just need to open it.